Tired of spending hours prepping for your next game session? Well, the Oracle RPG app by Nord Games is here to change that. This app is designed to take the hassle out of game mastering, letting you jump straight into an adventure filled with the same passion, inspiration, and creativity of your home games. Instantly generate stories, characters, and monsters in an app that manages your campaigns effortlessly and keeps all of your game tools in one place. This all-in-one app will help you instantly prep side quests, make interesting NPCs, and so much more. Plus, it all works on iOS, Android, Steam, and the web, so you can prep and play anywhere. With Oracle RPG, you could save time and get back to gaming with more inspiration at your fingertips than ever before. Head to the Oracle RPG Kickstarter page and back their project, and get ready for less prep and more play with the Oracle RPG app.
Dead Season is a mysterious podcast for D&D nerds hosted by Knocked Prone.
Find more ways to support our show in the episode description. As you regain your memory, Talroth, as this ritual is finished by Captain Pinkerton, and you notice that Jewel has disappeared, but in a small way, you feel that Jewel is now a part of you, and you recall many of your memories as your vision returns to normal after the kind of kaleidoscope of vision you were able to see, and you remember your trinket that has the raven on it that helped you to unlock Delry's Iker cage so long ago actually also has special clearance in this phylactery factory of which you were given, and it seems that there are secret tunnels throughout this headquarters labyrinth in order to avoid the trapped rooms for those in the know. So in the corner of the room you see a fake piece of wood paneling along one of the doors as you realize it conceals a keyhole that will open up to a next secret passage if you'd like to go that way instead of going towards a trap.
A clarity that I had not had before. I believe that this will be helpful in our current situation. And I'll take off the medallion, kind of walk over to where I know or see the panel and brush aside, put it in.
As the door reveals itself and Captain Pinkerton gestures towards the door and says, yes, this way to the soul charges. Would you like to lead or would you like me to?
I think that we'll have you go first.
Absolutely. And he'll walk down this long, dark hallway that is, as you guys enter, torches of blue flame start to pop up all throughout the sides of this hallway. And you just notice a very large stone cobble hallway through corridor through the phylactery factory. A shortcut, if you will. You pop through the waterfall in Mario Kart, and here you are.
Where does it lead out?
Yes, so it continues for a while, and then it leads to a door that has a gold plaque on the side. And as you approach the gold plaque, you see that it laser etches the name Chai upon it.
This seems familiar.
This might have something to do with us.
I can't place my finger on it.
Knowing how this went with Javi, I'm not particularly excited, but I think this is the next place we have to be, right?
I'm gonna hope the giant version of you just cooks us some good food.
With a hesitant heart, I'm going to open the door.
As you open the door, you see the ever familiar home of the Feybreaker fortress, as you see that it is the day of the hero's feast, the day that you last recall in your memory. However, this hero's feast seems to have come to an abrupt halt, as outside of the Feybreaker fortress, a massive stone on metal grinding is piercing through the air. And what would you like to do?
So, sorry, I can hear that. And can I see what's going on? Did you Like, what's happening?
Yes, so the Heroes Feast has abruptly ended. People have stopped their festivities and are running around in large haphazard circles as they are trying to figure out how to best protect the Firbolg Fortress.
Is this part of my own memory? Like, do I remember this happening at all?
This is a blur, but you go ahead and roll me a history check with disadvantage.
Whoa.
Rude. 8.
Oh, okay. Everyone roll me a wisdom save.
Nice.
Everyone gets a +3 on this.
How much did you say to add?
+3.
17.
8. 22.
13.
Javi and Zell, as the memory of Chai, she begins to not remember what is real and what is not real in this memory. It starts to quake, and both of you are going to take an extra level of soul splitting.
What are you guys at already?
I have none right now.
Okay. And you're going from 1 to 2?
I think I'm at 3 now.
Yes.
Okay. I will use my remaining will-o-wisp to eat up his soul splitting.
For Zell?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Zell, you will stay at 2, which is the fractured psyche, and then Javi, you go up to 1 level of soul splitting?
Well, I would, but I'm waiting for him to also burn a wisp for me.
Yeah.
As soon as he does that.
Sorry. I'm trying to prevent going into critical levels.
So this is the erosion of
Time will tell.
This is the erosion of essence. So you'll have a
Listen,
negative
it's
1
triage,
to all
okay?
of your D20 rolls as your thoughts become clouded. Chai, you're unable to remember what is real and what is not. You save your wisdom save though, so you're able to kind of ground yourself in the Heroes Feast, and wisps of memory are kind of like going through your head and exiting as you were trying to just stable yourself. What would you all like to do?
Maybe a little illogically, but instinctually, I'm going to start looking for people that I know. So, especially my daughter, or even just any close friends and allies that I have. Do I see anybody I know?
Roll me an investigation or perception check.
There are 3 people that you've been traveling with for the last week.
Week, is that how long it's been?
I think it's been about that long. We have not had many long rests.
I did so well last episode. You said investigation?
Or perception, your choice.
9.
9. Unfortunately, through the flurry of Firbolgs, you are unable to find anyone.
I guess my next thought too is if there's like that, you described like an awful sound, to head towards that and see if I can find the source of the chaos. But I'll take input from anyone.
I mean, is there anything familiar that I can identify about what's going on in the situation? Natural 20.
With your Reaper knowledge, this feels off. You sense an aura with a natural 20 from this grinding sound that this machine of sorts has been placed here by an outside memory. It does not seem that this memory is connected to this original memory. And as you climb up on a wall to peer over the Firbolg fortress walls, you see something that is called a Feybreaker engine. It is a machine designed with the intention to defile nature. Its body is a hulking fortress that is made of blackened steel that is jagged and scarred from battle testing for this very moment. Massive, steam-belching smokestacks pierce the air like broken spines, vomiting clouds of acritic smoke that choke the vibrant hues of the Firbolg fortress surrounding the fort. The hum of necrotic magic and grinding machinery echoes ominously through the tranquil harmony of Eldath's sacred grove. At its forefront, the Feybreaker engines drill, a spiraling nightmare of serrated blades spinning with a sickly greenish glow. Enchanted runes of desecration line its rotating surface, allowing it to bore through anything standing in its path. The drill turns with a deafening roar, spewing corrupted soil and radiant shards of shattered fey enchantments into the air like glittering tears. Its treads are colossal and crushing that leave deep scars in the earth, obliterating the vibrant flora beneath it. The ground trembles in protest with each lurch of this engine. The machine's underbelly seems to house a hellish array of furnaces that seem to feed on the captured essence of the fey-like plants of the grove itself. This nightmare is not just a weapon of destruction, but you would know that this is a declaration of war from the Pinkertons on the sacred ways of the Firbolg, a machine designed to eradicate Eldath's sanctuary and leave nothing but ruin and uncovered secrets in its wake.
If we do not do something now, your home will be destroyed, with untold consequences of the Fae.
Of course, I couldn't imagine doing anything different, and 100% going for it.
All right.
Trying to destroy the machine.
Before you go for it, everyone make me an intuition check, which is your wisdom plus your charisma modifier.
19.
19, nice.
13 as well.
3.
Nice. The wise parent. Well, Chai, as you notice this huge drill over the Firbolg fortress and you prepare to attack, it appears that the energy surrounding this giant drill is familiar. You think back to the Rift Wraith that was formed from the changing in Talroth's memory as you tried to hide Moosey Moose from the goblins and the Iker monster. The drill seems to be a profanity to the Raven Queen, as it is seemingly not from the timeline and was ripped here from another place and patched here haphazardly, altering timelines and causing more ripples of fate to occur. It seems the event of this drill have yet to be determined, and whether you stop this drill from breaching the Firbolg fortress or not may be what stands between Hugh Pinkerton and the secret of the universe guarded in the Firbolg forest sanctuary and the last resting place of the god Eldath. And Chai and Talroth, as you make this discovery, Chai, go ahead and roll me a medicine check with advantage.
Jeez, that's so bad. I've had under 5 rolls a lot. But I still got a 12.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20.
Nice. Okay, so you will both notice this.
For a little bit of theming with this being Chai's
Would you
memory.
like to borrow my...
Zelbrath's going to go into like a very defensive mode around Chai, try to protect her from like harm or danger so that she can focus on the like task at hand. I'm going to be prepped up to, I can't remember what my ability is, but to like reduce the damage she takes if she's ever attacked. And I'm going to be giving help actions.
Oh, great. So actually, you can roll another d20 to see if that improves upon the 12 with a help action from ya boys.
18.
Warm blood starts pumping within your veins. You feel new life breathed into you as you realize that potentially stopping this Feybreaker engine that was not supposed to be here in the first place may return you back to life. And Talroth, you notice that the Rift Wraith energy that is producing from the Feybreaker engine has a converse energy radiating off of Chai. The drill's perversion to the Raven Queen seems to be met by a dissonance of Raven Queen blessing that is radiating off of Chai.
Oh, that's so sweet of her. That's good, because I have every motivation in the world to destroy this thing.
I mean that in a supportive way.
As motivated as I am to do this and to do this successfully, I'm also very scared because machinery in general is not like my strong suit. You know, it's not my favorite enemy. So I'm motivated but terrified.
All right.
You can probably tell.
Yeah. Quaking in your boots a bit. The Feybreaker engine seems to be very well armored, and everyone, Javi, actually, go ahead and roll me a forensics check, which that one is hold your horses.
Investigation and...
Yeah, it's Constitution plus your intelligence.
Oh, that's my jam right there.
There you go.
Nice.
But only 2 stats I bumped. 16.
Nice. You notice that this Feybreaker engine's steel is so well armored, it is going to be very difficult to destroy through brute force alone. Instead, can interact with the internal systems to try and sabotage it and cause the engine to malfunction. The drill seems to have weak points that you can exploit to force malfunctions. Each weak point will correspond to a subsystem in the Feybreaker engine. Now that Javi was able to kind of point out these weak points, everyone roll me a demolition check with advantage. That will be strength plus intelligence. Pulling out all the special rolls today.
Advantage?
Plus
With advantage, yes.
16.
17. It's not
18.
18. All right. You were able to immediately notice 4 of the weak points in the subsystem, those being the drill stabilization core, the furnace pressure vent, the tread control pistons, and a command platform, and a mystery mousecatool
That we'll use later.
that we'll use later. No, you guys didn't notice one of them, so you'll have to find it later. That is what you notice. Each round, the party can use an action to perform skill checks targeting the specific subsystems. Successful checks will create opportunities for the engine to malfunction. And with that, at the top of the round, we are going to have an environmental complication. So we're going to go in a round robin fashion, each roll a D4. So Chai, if you could please roll me a D4. 3.
Maybe.
Okay.
Maybe
Countermeasures.
Yay,
A 3
reinforcements
is
arrive.
countermeasures. There are members of the falsely departed that will make a counterstrike to oppose your rolls to repair subsystems this round.
Yeah, so is that other people then, other than the Feybreaker, which, by the way, dope name.
Feybreaker? Yeah.
But so there's falsely departed people like just chilling around it,
So
on it.
think of the drill from Avatar: The Last Airbender with the
Nice.
bossing say. So like there are people who are trying to guard it.
everywhere.
Daily are everywhere. Firelord, Ozai, Commander people trying to take you out. Talroth, you are up. What would you like to do?
Well, I would like to target the stabilization core.
Absolutely. So you will have a choice of Arcana or Investigation checks in order to try and to.
Since they're providing disadvantage, can I actually instead provide the help action? I'm going to aim my wand of smite, and essentially when someone goes for the core, I'll assist with it and try to help them out.
Yes, absolutely.
Were they giving us disadvantage or were they rolling opposing checks?
I like disadvantage more now that he says that.
I'm sorry.
No, I think that's way better, actually. So let's do disadvantage. No, I love that. Yes, you can provide the help action to whoever you eye the people, and you point your wand of smite in order to help somebody their action. And with that, is your end of your turn? Okay, great. Chai, roll me a d6.
I'm glad I switched my dice. You're having me roll so much. Fun.
Great.
Oh, we got
It's a good one, though.
It's a good one.
It's a good one. Yeah.
I think it actually might be. The drill is going to enable something called a bone melt sprayer. The Feybreaker engine will spew acidic flame in a 60-foot cone at you. Every creature so all of you make me a DC 16 dexterity saving
Plus 3
throw.
to it
Plus
for
3.
everyone.
And then minus
I
1
hung
for
back
some
at
of
the
us.
Heroes Feast.
Yeah, there was food.
That was a bad one.
Nat 1.
At 1. Okay.
8.
13.
5.
Great.
So we're doing good.
Yeah.
I'm going to use my protection. Wait, did you save or do you think you didn't save?
No, I got.
You didn't.
Is anybody like low on
I
health?
should be able to do
I
like
am at
my
half. I'm
protection roll to try to make you take less.
So sorry.
could be.
Everyone take 13 points of fire damage and 14 points of acid damage.
So that's
27 total.
Hey, I'm still alive.
Try. I'm going to use my fighter interception style to block. 6.
Such a good song.
Plus
I love that song.
proficiency. 9 points of damage I block from you, Chai.
Thank you.
So Zell blocks with his shield, and the acidic fire is going to spew over you, and that is the end of the Feybreaker engine's turn. It's going to continue chugging on forward. As it does, the ground shakes as the Feybreaker engine begins its grinding approach. Its massive drill hums with malevolent energy, and you can hear the faint sound of metal scraping against stone as it wears down the first layer of the Furbolg fortress's outer defense. The earth cracks beneath the machine's advance, and with that, it is going to to be, I believe, Zell's turn.
Really fast. Do we know how many layers of defense there are?
Go ahead and make me a insight check, everyone.
Sweet. 19.
19.
22.
9.
At 1.
Nice. Javi and Talroth, you would know that there seems to be about 8 advancement rounds in order to break through the Furbolg Fortress and for them to succeed and for you to fail. And you have just underwent 1 of 8. So you're an eighth of the way to failure. But if you think about it, 7/8 of the way to defense.
We have tons of time.
Yeah. I'm going to take a short rest. Nice. And with that, Zell, you now realize that you are on a little bit more of a time crunch than you might have thought, and it is your turn.
I'm going to continue prepping to block attacks for Chai and give her the help action for the destruction of this Feybreaker engine attacking her home.
Awesome. All right, so now Chai and Javi, you will both have straight rolls on your turn instead of disadvantage rolls with the help action from both Talroth and Zell. Chai, you are up.
I am going to head towards the try to control pistons. Can I head towards that? Do
Yes,
I know where
absolutely.
those are? And what kind of check do I need to do to try to cause malfunction?
Tread control, pistons, athletics, or sleight of hand.
Okay.
I try to stay
That's a
out of
bummer.
your way, but I'm
Give me the help action.
9.
With a 9, unfortunately, that does not pass. The massive treads continue to trudge along as they scrape
I
up
feel
dirt
like-
after dirt.
I want to invest a little bit into the early destruction of these.
I like this decision.
I feel like
I feel
slowing
so
it down
supported.
early.
A point of inspiration. You may roll again.
I'm thinking so
Okay.
she tries to stab something in, and so I'll bonk it with my shield to help wedge it in a little bit further.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Natural 1.
Yeah, pushes you into the tread.
This
My luck was residual for a little bit.
You rubbed off on him, helps me a little, and now I've ruined your time.
Alright, do you want to switch? You were helping. I'm just kidding.
With me, I'm making you look bad too. And I would like to. Okay, how's everyone's health doing?
22.
27.
Okay, I'm going to healing word
happening.
on Javi. 11 points of healing.
That's a good one.
Nice. Javi, you feel bolstered up by Chai as you sense some good Furbolg cooking in your future, and hopefully. And with that, Javi, you are up.
Okay, Javi is going to charge and jump on to wherever the stabilization core is.
Okay.
And attempt to destroy it.
Absolutely. Roll me an Arcana or Investigation check.
Arcana? Yeah. 22.
Absolutely. Meets beats, really. So,
I need some flashes of genius every now and then.
Hold on.
So that was the hardest check, just by the way.
Okay, good.
Magical seals that stabilize the drill's rotation are now prevented, and the drill begins to wobble, and it inflicts some self-inflicted damage. Now, every time that a d6 is rolled for the check for the drill, if a 1 is rolled on the d6, instead of you all taking damage, the drill will take damage.
Okay, I like that a lot.
So, with that, Javi is at the end of your turn.
And then as Javi just freaking smashes this thing, you're also going to see some gears engage, and he will use defensive field to get some temp HP.
Nice.
Did the whole campaign, but I'm going to use it.
Nice.
It's
Hey.
during the finales that you're forced to reach into the depths of your character sheet.
Exactly. And with that, we're at the top of the round again. So, Alec, go ahead and roll me a d4.
Yes. 2. Not bad.
2.
Or dose.
As the engine starts to warble and destabilize with you hitting this stabilization part, the collapsing trees of bursting magical energy forces the party into a reposition. So everyone roll me a dexterity save as trees of the Feywild forest are going to collapse around you.
21.
Nice.
Natural 1.
Oh, really, dude?
I think that's my 3rd this session.
In a row?
Well, 2 in a row.
22.
Nice. All right. So
My first good roll.
Talroth and Chai, you will take 2 points of bludgeoning damage. Yes, with your purple toes as these trees fall into your feet, which for Chai is a little more normal since she's blue. Talroth, you are
Okay.
You don't have disadvantage this round. You see that one of the drill stabilization core seems to be out of place. It's out of whack, and you have many more stabilization things to unstabilize.
I like Chai's idea of going for the thread control pistons. It was athletics or sleight of hand. I don't really have great of either of those.
Not to like metagame too hard, but you'll see Zelrath is preparing after Chai did it, and it was athletics, to take the next swing at
And
this.
you go after me?
Yeah, and I'm right there already. Yeah, I go right after him.
I'll provide the help action to Zell. And can I do it? I'm just doing it in the form of guidance. I'd rather give him advantage over
Absolutely.
a D4 though.
Yes.
I will hold my lamp out, which is now hollow. But I want just because I used up my wisps, but I'm going to have the Raven of Alroth. I'll aim it and it'll fly out of the lantern and into you, giving you a bit of energetic power for the round.
Absolutely, yes. So you feel bolstered up. But before your turn, Zell, it is the machine's turn.
So someone roll 1.
So, Javi, roll me a d6.
Can Brooke roll?
Yeah.
I'd roll a 6.
I'm excited to see it.
With a
Your talents are
1,
coming
go
out.
ahead and roll me 3d10, Javi.
3d10.
6, 8, 6.
Nice.
20.
Pretty good.
So you deal, or the Feybreaker engine deals 20 damage as the drill just like rocks in a washing machine, and you see this massive amounts of damage, and none of you take any damage for this round. That is super awesome. And with that, Zell, you are up. You have the help action from a bolstered spirit of Alroth that has entered into your soul. What would you like to do with your turn?
So thematically, with the -2 to armor class, I'm gonna say it was my helmet that got like really damaged. So I'm gonna take my helmet out and like shove it into the pistons to just try to like mess up the whole thing.
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me in athletics or sleight of hand with advantage.
Athletics. Well, 8 + 5, that's 13, -1 for the soul splitting though, so that's 12. Unfortunate. Sorry, team.
Unfortunate. With a 12, the massive treads of these intricate pistons and gears are going to maintain their movement, and it is going to continue to churn up dirt underneath it. However, the engine seems to stall out this round with the damage that it did to itself, and does not continue into the Firbolg Fortress. And with that, we're going to go over to Chai's turn.
Can I make it to another area easily in a turn?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to go to the command platform and take a look at, I'm curious, I don't know what the deeper physical description is of the command platform. Like, what am I doing
Yes.
to try to dismantle
So
this?
this looks like a cockpit of sorts with many falsely departed members in their hazmat suits standing in front of a control panel, and you see that they are maintaining the machine but could be distracted, coerced, or frightened into making mistakes. So go ahead and roll me a persuasion, deception, or intimidation check.
Ooh, I'm gonna go intimidation, and I'll, 'cause I'm so intimidating.
I mean, you are a giant Firbolg that has entered into their cockpit. You've left the Firbolg fortress and are in front of them, as well as you are a dead spirit, somewhat.
Yes,
And an angry
that's
mama.
true. That's true. I am
seen a lot of
seething
scary
with
things.
rage. It is true. Yeah, so I'm gonna like puff up my chest. Suddenly I'm like 4 inches taller than all of you guys see me as. 'Cause I'm a big girl. Everyone, get out right now. Go to your rooms. And as much as that doesn't sound scary, it's my body language that's
Use
terrifying.
thaumaturgy
Go ahead.
behind it to project your voice.
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check with advantage.
Wait for this specific role, or what do you do?
I'm giving you an inspiration.
And advantage. That's not a sign we don't need help. 18.
Potions and ammo.
18 with DC 18.
Nice.
Operators are going to falter and return to their rooms, each sobbing, "Oh, it's not fair!" And it is going to reduce the engine's coordination, and the command platform of this machine is down. So now 1 and 2 on the D6 will now be
Damage for the
machine rather than damage for you guys.
Awesome.
Sweet.
Okay, are the vents close by?
Yes, you can make it to the vents.
Okay, I'll go over to Javi will run over to the vents and pop Finn out. And I mean, assuming the vents have like
Nice.
small slits, like for him to go in, they'll send Finn and say, "Destroy, boy."
Absolutely. So these heat vents are regulating the immense pressure of the infernal furnaces, and so you're going to try and block or damage these vents. Go ahead. Oh, so sorry.
Yeah, I do it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a survival or nature check to try to have Finn cause some catastrophic pressure build.
Okay, right. 18.
18. All right. A
That was just a good roll. I'm not all holistic and stuff. Like,
Well, Finn army crawls through the vents and is able to loosen a few screws, and the vent bursts into flame, spewing fire into the machine's interior. And now 1, 2,
and
and
Finn just comes
3.
flying.
And now 1, 2, and 3 on the D6 will now cause damage to the machine instead of damage to you guys. And with that, it is going to be the top of the round. Talroth, go ahead and roll me a D4.
3.
All right, so you will all have disadvantage this round as members of the falsely departed are going to try and cast countermeasure spells in order to
A bunch of them just ran outside of the command center and started sabotaging our efforts.
It's like from their bedroom windows.
yeah, all of them peek out of their bedroom windows and cast spells. Talroth, you are up.
Okay, not good at athletics or sleight of hand, but I can be good at rolling dice. So instead of putting my efforts towards something I don't feel very capable in, I'll try to identify other weak points that I could go after.
Absolutely.
Investigation. Okay, I'm going to use an inspiration.
Okay.
Perfect.
Hey, that's much better. 20.
With a 20 investigation, you are going to notice the flames from the explosion that Finn has just caused is going to illuminate a fuel chamber that has now been opened. Seemingly, one of the falsely departed members going to their room has left one of the doors ajar, and it seems that there is a fuel chamber that would require thieves' tools, alchemy tools, or an arcana check in order to try and sabotage.
But that was my action.
That is a bonus action to search, so I will allow you to have an action to try. Do you have thieves' tools or alchemy tools?
I don't.
So an arcana check is what
Yes.
you'll need for this
I'm
one.
not good at, but
I have some too.
so I'll try a check on my own. Not good. Better. 8.
With an 8, unfortunately, the engine's corrupted energy cores are vulnerable, however, not that vulnerable, and they are not overloaded.
There's another weak point here.
I'm not capable of disabling it though.
Talroth, go ahead and roll me a d6. 1, 2, and 3 are the good numbers.
What about 6?
Yeah, what about a 6?
You see a cacophony of Javi suits are going to peek their heads out of their bedrooms and are going to raise arms of thunder cannons and is going to target each creature within 30 feet of a point, which will be all of you, unfortunately. Everyone make me a dexterity saving throw.
All dexterity saving throws. Throw me some wisdoms. I don't think I'm necessarily close to a ton of people, so no +3 this
My
time.
health is really bad, so I'm going to use an inspiration.
Decide what the DC. 15.
15?
No!
It's DC 16, I think.
That's what I'm
It's
wondering
my
if I should
fourth
use
natural
the flash.
one. I'm using another.
Okay.
Whoa.
Another!
I'm going to
Another.
go down if I don't pass it, so I've given myself 3 tries. Hey! 21.
Okay,
There you go.
21.
15.
6. Yeah,
Oh, 6?
Yeah.
3?
No,
Three.
9. Sorry. But
Oh,
still.
9. Zell and Talroth, you will take 11 points of bludgeoning damage and 8 points of thunder. That is going to be the end of the machine's turn, and it is going to go an extra layer deep. The machine's drill now burrows into the stone walls surrounding the splintering of the Feybreaker fortress. The protective wards around the fortress will briefly glow before flickering out, as the engine's infernal energy is going to grind its metals louder and louder, resonating through the air. And with that, it is going to be Zell's turn. Zell, you are noticing this drill is getting ever so closer, and you guys are seemingly 2 checks away from completing this mission. What would you like to do?
Zelbrath has taken a pretty hefty hit. He is very low. Zelbrath is going to try to hide underneath it so that he doesn't get hit by any more damage.
Okay, roll me a stealth check. I got a 4.
Ooh, well, I've got a 16.
Great. With a 16, you are going to be able to find a burrow section. You become roommates with one of the falsely departed members. They
One of the
accept
really
you
scared
in.
ones.
Yeah, they're like, oh my gosh, like I've been looking for a roommate. Like rent's really high in this drill
right now.
Yeah, you clean the room like you're cool, dude. And he lets you in with welcoming arms, and you have your own spin-off show. It's great. You're able to hide for the round. With that, Chai, you are up.
I am going to head to the newly discovered. Is it the engine?
Yes, it's
Fuel?
the fuel tank. I
Fuel
believe.
tank. And try to make an Arcana check.
Yep, roll me an Arcana check.
Not this time.
Not this time.
Natural 20.
Yay! Right.
Taking all the good rolls.
Yeah, life's unfair. Sometimes you're privileged.
So the engine's corrupted energy cores that, like I said, were vulnerable to overload are going to overload and backfire spectacularly as one of the energy core detonates and it damages the machine. Go ahead and roll me 3d10 right now for the machine damage.
16.
All right, so you've dealt a whopping 16 damage to this machine as the fuel room just bursts into flame. And now 1 through 4 on the d6 will be good for you guys.
And then I would like to use my bonus action to cast Healing Word on Talroth. Since you'd already tried this one and failed, but then I did this one, I'll tap you on the shoulder and be like, it's okay, sweetheart. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. I'm really proud of myself, you know.
You should be. You did really well.
And
I'm happy for you.
I'm going to cast it at 2nd level because I've got a lot of
thank you.
slots there.
Burn 'em.
And get you 12 points of healing.
Okay.
Nice. Javi, you see that there is one single thing remaining of weak point on this ship, and it seems to be the tread control pistons. Was that what it was?
I think so.
Yes.
Yes, the tread control pistons are the last thing that are holding this wobbling mess of a drill together. What would you like to do?
I think so. Right next to him, the fuel just blew up everywhere. Javi's gonna take a big fumes,
Love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Javi would.
and then he's gonna super DK jump towards the pistons.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Go ahead and roll me an athletics or sleight of hand check as you attempt to hit these pistons out.
It's gonna be a 8.
An 8. Unfortunately, you are DK in the sense of Diddy Kong. You don't hit down as hard as you wanted to.
We've only got some peanuts.
Yeah, you only got peanuts.
+5 too.
Shoot, dude. Well, with an 8, unfortunately, the engine is going to continue to warble forward. And with that, Zell,
1.
constructs defending the machine are going to come out. Some Javi bots, it looks like, are going to burst forth from the machine to attack this round. So they will be added to the initiative. They will go on initiative 10.
Oh, how will we ever survive?
Terrible
They all say
craftsmanship.
Beto as they are minions, of course. And with that, it is going to be Talroth, your turn.
So I roll 6.
Later, you will.
Yeah, on its turn. I'll just go down. We have a straight roll this time. I'll go down and just try to, I'm not exactly sure what to even stick in it. I'll take my lantern and I'll just wind it back and try to get a good thwack on whatever mechanism is holding the pistons together in place. Hopefully, knock it to askew and knock it off balance.
Absolutely. So that will be athletics or sleight of hand.
I'm do athletics.
Nice.
Oh, natural one.
Man. You whack the pistons back into alignment. They're warbling a little bit, and now they're like going full speed.
The lantern just comes back and whacks me in the face. I fall back.
Del, go ahead and roll me a d6.
1, 2, or 3.
2. All right. Go ahead and roll me 3d10.
That is 6 points of damage. So
6 points of damage.
Not incredible.
Hey,
That's something.
Everything counts.
Is it bludgeoned?
Bloodied? It is not, unfortunately, bloodied.
Is it oiled?
Yet. Is it boiled? No, it's hard boiled. And with that, it is going to be
Or not to be.
minions' turn. The minions are each going to point an arm at you, a Javi arm, and they're going to fire and attack. Everyone, go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw. Zelbrath, who is hiding, will not take this.
Yes,
Thank
plus
you.
3.
Yeah, your roommate is like, hey, can you help me aim this cannon? I'm trying to get these bozos.
Oh yeah, and I just slightly.
There you go.
17.
17?
15.
15?
9.
So Talroth and Chai, you will take 11 points of thunder damage as these
not an additional,
thunderous rockets are going to burst into you.
I am down.
wait, hold on.
Slash.
Oh no.
What was your roll? 9?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Are you good at this roll?
No.
Okay, never mind.
But I'm not down.
You were just in levels of soul
Extra
splitting.
soul.
What level of soul splitting does that bring you
I'm
to?
level 2.
Level 2 now?
Mm-hmm. Well, no, now I'm entering level 3.
Level 3.
I think I
okay.
saved you from dipping into level 3 before.
Yes. So shadows are going to resurface, Chai. As past shadows reappear, they will haunt your every move. You now will have a -2 penalty on each of your d20 rolls that is now accompanied by the resurgence of these unresolved issues, casting a darker pall over each of your actions. Go ahead and describe to me what Chai is feeling as she dips deeper into soul splitting, as she is so close to potentially coming back to life.
I think that even though she's feeling amped, like we're doing okay, and like we're gonna make it out, like I'm looking, I imagine kind of like out the front window of this drill as we're around like the command center and everything, and just seeing how much damage has already been done. Even recognizing that, not only am I dead, but that this is like memory and this is like weird and wonky still, just like seeing my home be in the process of being destroyed is like heartbreaking.
Absolutely. So as your heart begins to break, as you are watching your home be destroyed, you see a piece of your will-o-wisp soul start to exit your body.
I can't do it without harvesting Oliver. Sorry.
And with that,
With my lantern, I'm just like.
it takes the form of a twisty straw. With that, it is going to be Zell. You are up.
Jeffrey is not like the worst roommate, but definitely not the best one. I'm going to be like incredibly torn, as I know Chai is in desperate need of help right now. But I'm at like 4 health. I'm 2 levels of soul splitting. I'm seeing like in my head visions of Delry and Chap, like just waiting for me to show up after I said I would go. So Zelbrath is going to start to get ready to leave. And he's going to take a seat and just try a bite of anchovy pizza.
Oh, depression.
Jeffrey's going to look over at you, Zell.
Okay, Zell. So I know that, usually cereal you eat with milk, but I got this tomato soup and I don't have any milk, but it seems like Frosted Flakes and tomato soup might actually go together, so maybe you should try after you have that anchovy pizza, okay?
Yeah, let me finish this first.
He says, like, as a tear goes down his face.
Yeah, man. Hole, or like, where are you guys?
They're in a makeshift apartment that doesn't really make sense in the middle of the drill.
So I know there's not really anything you're supposed
The
to be
Furball
able
pizza
to...
delivery service is just like, I don't get paid enough for this.
I don't know if if like a medicine check is supposed to be able to heal you, but it doesn't say, can I like take a little bit to like eat the pizza?
Yeah,
Maybe try
absolutely.
To, like,
Go ahead and
levels of soul
try
splitting.
to talk Jeffrey into like treating one of my wounds. Like, I'll try your anchovy pizza, but you gotta like.
Is it better?
He puts his hand and it just goes through you.
Like, it'll ruin the pizza.
Yeah.
It'll get in your tomato soup.
You'll be able to tell it apart.
Dude, you're ruining my soup. Sorry, man. Can you stop the bleeding?
20. Not only is Jeffrey going to feel bad for you, he's going to roll me 2d10. 11. With an 11, Jeffrey is going to be like, dude, take the whole pizza, okay? And you notice that this is some Furbolg type pizza. The Furbolg delivery guy did not make enough to say no to a delivery. And you are going to regain 1 point of soul dissolution, and you're going to heal 11 points of healing.
Whoa. Yeah.
Nice.
Hey.
That's what it's about.
Yo, Jeffrey's the best freaking roommate. I'm telling you.
Lost self.
So, soul splitting and 0 hit points, but I can still function and do turns?
So you cannot cast spells that are anything other than a bonus action, and you can only do an action, a bonus action, or a movement per turn.
Well, okay, easy pick. I'm going to use my bonus action to heal myself.
Yeah.
Great. Absolutely.
And I'm gonna
What about us? No.
I'm gonna do it at level 3.
Level 3, absolutely.
Yeah.
You only have 3.
I only have 31.
Oh.
Do
And I'm really upset. I don't feel like it should be based off of need.
Equal healing for all.
17. I will heal myself.
Nice.
To 17.
Okay, so you are out of levels, or you are out of your soul splitting. Your soul wisp still stays at the forefront of your chest. And but you are now up for 17 points of health as the warbling of the static TV concludes. And with that, Javi, you are up.
Okay, Javi's gonna go one last time towards the pistons.
Okay,
And,
piston cup.
I've got a
You did
couple
what?
light hammers. I'm gonna try and use those hammers to like wedge in there and see if that'll destroy it.
Absolutely. Okay, go ahead and roll me an athletics or sleight of hand.
Yeah, got you, dude. Let's go. 23.
A 23. So the disabling of these treads is going to cause the engine to slow. You have sufficiently damaged this machine enough that you can deal damage to it regularly, as well as every round it has a 5 out of 6 chance of hurting itself rather than you guys.
Okay.
So, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn, Hobby?
No.
All right, with that, Chai, go ahead and roll me a d4.
3.
3. Everyone will have disadvantage as Jeffrey and company are going to peek out of their windows and cast disadvantage spells at everyone.
What are you trying?
And with that, Talgroth, you are up as you see through an apartment window that's luxuriously furnished.
I know that this is a bit sidetracked from what we're doing. Are there any, I'm assuming that we're fighting back against the falsely departed and stuff like that. Are there any of the falsely departed corpses that I would be able to reach?
Absolutely.
I will go to the nearest one, and I'd like to use my channel divinity, and I'm going to raise my lantern over his chest, and I'm going to just swing it back and forth until the remainder of his soul goes in from where it was, and we'll start to power the lantern again.
Absolutely, yes. So you were able to
Smart.
gain a will-o-wisp, and is that the end of your turn?
Yep.
Awesome.
Well, I have a bonus action. I will cast. Is Thunderous Smite an action or bonus action? Some of them are bonus actions.
I believe Thunderous Smite's a bonus.
Yeah, I just want to prep it for next round, essentially. So, yeah, I'll do that.
Okay. You cast Thunderous Smite on your new wisp. It pulses with this huge emanating force. And with that, Chai, roll me a d6.
5.
5.
Hey,
Nice.
got it.
Go ahead and roll me 3d10. Magic seals are going to burst forth.
Magic seals break.
Yeah, they're no longer helping the falsely departed.
We've broken their bonds. Their chains.
11.
Now they're just
11.
playing with the
All right.
quarterback
Now they're
controller.
just seals.
And with that, this machine has been sufficiently bloodied.
Go, Brooke.
Woo!
So that is the end of its turn, as it is going to creak forward, and with 2 failures in a row, it will make it one more level through the wall. Let us see what it says. The drill will pierce another layer of the fortress's stone defenses. A deep rumbling will emanate from the engine as it accelerates, its grinding metal now accompanied by the sound of cracking foundation. The outer defense of the fortress are nearly gone, and the sacred grounds begin to warp under the weight of the machine's power. The minions' turn. Oh, but they're gone this round because they went in for a pizza party with Zell. And Zell, speaking of, you are up. So you're hosting a quaint little get-together with Jeffrey.
I'm leaning into this a little bit. As part of like further messing up the thing, totally feel free if this doesn't seem to work. I'm gonna see like a lot of them, like they're just doing this because they want to figure out the secret to the universe. Like they just feel incomplete where they're at, but they're like actually having a good time, like being able to relax, hang out. I'm gonna try to convince a couple to move on, specifically Jeffrey. Like just having a good time, living his life, even though like
There's so much pizza in heaven.
yeah. Well, and he's just good at not caring what other people thinks. Like he likes his tomato soup and his cereal. Like he knows everyone else thinks that's dumb. He likes it. He's living his life.
You think it's dumb?
I'm gonna look at him in the eye, like, that's the secret that you're looking for. Persuasion.
Absolutely. Yeah.
I like how you like instantly were just like, this is what I'm doing.
And it better work.
Okay. That's gonna be a 23.
A 23. You will convince a bunch of these people, not only Jeffrey, but a bunch of people in this room, that maybe there is more to life than working with the falsely departed, and maybe all they need is cereal and tomato sauce to really truly be happy. And so now I'm going to say, roll me 2d4.
4? 3.
Okay, roll me another d4.
1.
Okay. With a 1 and a 3, not counting 4, that's why. The 1 and the 3 on the d4 at the beginning of the round will now be counteracted. So the minions will no longer come out and attack, and the countermeasure disadvantage will no longer happen.
Starting now.
I feel like that was like a very Uncle Iroh direction of fixing the problem.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Your stance is all wrong.
Yes.
The dragon.
And with that, Chai, you are up as you notice that a lot of the falsely departed members are starting to stand down.
I think that do I see Zell now? Are you still hidden away?
I think I'm kind of hidden away.
Yeah. I am going to attack the drill with my mace.
Absolutely.
All pike.
All pike.
One of the few times you've actually used a weapon in this campaign.
Yeah.
Because it's
not
a
very
person.
often. 16 to hit.
That'll hit.
Wait. And then -2.
That will not hit.
No,
Do it.
14 to
Flash of
hit.
genius.
Flash of genius.
For the mace hit.
That'll hit.
I'll give you +3.
That's so nice.
Go.
3 damage.
Nice.
Worth it.
So worth it.
Long rest.
So I'll cast Healing Word on Talroth.
After all I've done for you.
Don't tell Javi that I'm doing this, okay? Feel better, honey. Feel better.
Your healing word is just don't tell Javi.
Word him.
And that's 12 points.
Oh, wow.
All right, Javi, you are up.
Okay. Question. If Javi... Okay. I want to go to the command room, control panel.
Mhm.
Can Javi deduce just how to shut it off?
Yeah,
All
roll me.
the falsely departed do
Yeah,
that?
yeah,
There's
roll
an
me-
empty control panel. Like,
roll me
we haven't damaged
roll me
Yeah.
a forensics check. So that is going
for me.
Constitution and intelligence.
Give me a 10.
Unfortunately, these all seem to be in hieroglyphs or something.
Oh, I speak or something.
Yeah, these all seem to be in somewhat of letters that you don't understand, like kind of hieroglyphic, like infernal type language that is marking each of these controls.
Okay. Did that take my action or my
That's your bonus action.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, you know what? Just for fun. Okay. After being unable to deduce the controls, out of frustration, Javi is going to almost bear down for a second, and I'm going to cast Shatter and you're going to see a giant, like, thunderous pulse just from the whole suit inside the control panel.
Absolutely.
So, the creature will need to make a Constitution saving throw. If it's made of inorganic material, it has disadvantage.
So I'm going to flavor this as the similar to blight with trees. It is a construct. It is not moving. It is going to fail automatically, and it is going to take maximum amount of damage.
Nice.
Okay, so max would be 24 thunder damage.
Wow.
So you cause shatter to happen.
A non-magical object takes the damage, even if it's in the spell's area.
So you have dealt 80 points of damage to this Feybreaker engine so far, but you've dealt 24 in this single round as you completely obliterate this control room.
We're not going to figure it out now.
But it starts to kind of falter in its movement forward, and with that, it is going to be the top of the round. Javi, go ahead and roll me a d4.
1.
Hey, nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Thanks to Zell, as Jeffrey says,
What if we try Lucky Charms with tomato sauce now?
and that will be the end of that.
You hear that like echoing as he like walks through his like soul portal.
Yeah. And Talroth, with that, you are up.
Okay, I am going to just attack, with my thing. I'm going to try to hit one of its back legs with my Thunderous Smite, see if I can just bring it up under itself to try to helpfully knock it down. Or help to knock it down. 17 to hit. Or 16 to hit.
A 16 will hit.
Okay. I will deal 5 points of damage and 9 points of thunder damage to it.
Javi, go ahead and roll me a d6.
1.
Hey, a 1. Nothing happens. You guys have pretty much disabled my
Just have
encounter
Javi roll
entirely.
each time.
And with that, Zell, you are up.
Like I want to like walk to the most functional piece of this, which is very casually kind of pop out like, hey guys,
Looking significantly better than you were
Jeff-
before.
Jeff really needed me during this moment.
It's like Cade whenever there was chores growing up. I had to go help
For 3
Jeffrey
hours.
while you mowed for the last
Exactly.
4.5 hours.
But I will just do a good old multi-attack. Finally, I like never use my actual multi-attack.
Nice.
Just doing silly things.
Yeah.
All right, that's gonna be 19 to hit,
19 will hit.
6 damage. And
Go ahead and tell me
It's all because of the mace.
how you are striking into this drill. You are able to safely get Jeffrey and company out of the drill and escort
okay.
them to their soul portals, which they happily walk through with bowls of cereal and questionable condiments inside of the cereal. The drill is going to...
well, I'm gonna walk over. You know how there's like fire kind of spurting out. I'm gonna go over to the fuel tank. I'm gonna try to like angle it nice, stab a hole through, roll away, and see if I can like spray the fuel tank like
Onto the fire.
Absolutely. So you spray the fuel tank as a geyser. You were able to jump out of the fuel center all at once, and all of you are going to be concussed in a huge blast away from this
I made this
Feybreaker
needlessly
engine.
dangerous.
And
I'm
the
down.
Feybreaker engine will burst into flames. Chai, go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw with advantage.
That's good. That's good. The first one was a natural 1.
Looking for the advantage.
5. You will exit out of your levels of soul splitting and take 1 failed death saving throw, as you are now alive but unconscious.
Whoa.
What? That's actually terrifying.
As this huge concussive force blasts you out, you Team Rocket blast off again and fall into a fallen over Furbolg tree, and you lay unconscious and are surrounded by the flames of the Furbolg forest that is now being burned by this Feybreaker engine. And I believe that is where we are going to end our session for the evening. My name is Cade, the host and Grin Reaper of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure, and I am joined here by the players to my left.
Brooklyn playing Cha.
Alec playing Javi.
Mason playing Talroth.
And Danny playing Zelbrath Wilderton.
Thank you so much for joining us for this episode. If you like this episode, go on over to wherever you're listening to this episode and leave us a review. It'd be awesome if it was a positive review, but you can give whatever review you want to give. Thank you again, and we hope that you remember when life knocks you flat on your back, all you got to do is keep rolling, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your afterlife. Goodbye.
Nice.
I can't believe I'm facing my mortality.
Yeah.
That was wild.
Good. Now that you've done all that growth and like stuff being dead,
acceptance.
and acceptance, like now you're not